This is like the best makeup I ever had.
Wow! Hey honeys! Welcome back to another makeup tutorial. My name is KKAÖ by KKB and I'm here with the gorgeous
Kayla.
Yes, and today, as you can see, we have a face. Today we have a model. So today we're going to be doing a soft glam look. It's going to be kind of smoky with a foxy eye component. So if you want to see how to achieve this glam, keep watching. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my upcoming tutorials. Oh my god, that was a mouthful. Okay, let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is using some concealer. This is the KKAÖ Beauty Skin Essential Concealer in shade number 9. And I'm going to be using this to carve out underneath her brows, okay, to get that neat look. Yeah, but before I do that, I'm just going to comb through the eyebrow hairs like this, up and around. Wow, she has perfect brows. Wow, how does it feel to be God's favorite? That's really good. So now that we comb it through, we can go in with the concealer. Make sure to saturate it back and forth on the back of your hand to make it smoother, to get a smoother application. Close your eyes. I like to start not at the front of the brow, but open your eyes for me. Like where the pupil starts. That's the big part of the eye. Yeah, her brown parts of her eye, yeah. And I just take my time, tiny strokes towards the tail of the brow like this, okay? Okay, so now I'm just going to be using this brush here. This is like an eyeshadow blending brush from the Dress Up brush kit. And I'll tag it down below if you guys are interested. It's from Amazon. And you just want to blend out the concealer underneath the brow. So here's the thing. You see, when it comes on to blending, always go to the edge of the concealer and blend from there. So look again. The edge here, that's where you're going to be blending from. Blend from there. And once you have a nice transition of the concealer onto the skin, then you can move up into it higher, just to really soften out the concealer a bit more if you want, okay? All right, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is just taking some concealer, right? Getting it on my brush, and I'm just gonna get it all over her eyelid region. So the eyelid is this lower part here of the eye. This is the eyelid, this is the crease, the region where you can stick your brush in, right above the socket of the eye. And then this up here is like a brow bone, okay? So I'm just gonna get this all over the eyelid. And you actually want this concealer to be really pigmented, okay? And as you can see, the concealer I'm using is close to her skin tone. I would say this is like 1 to 2 shades lighter than her skin tone. Nothing too light because I'm going to be going in with brown eyeshadow. So you don't need to go in with anything too light and ashy, okay? All right, so for those who always watch my tutorials know that I love to put tape at the end of the eye to make the eyeshadow neat and clean at the edges. But here's the thing, take off some of the stickiness on the back of your hand. Otherwise, it might be painful a bit, just a tad bit when you're pulling it off if you don't take off some of the excess stickiness. Especially if you have a client who has sensitive skin, you know what I mean, or drier skin, you don't want to hurt them. So just get some of the stickiness off of the tape. And the way how I'm doing it is I'm going by the end of the eye, leaving some space right below the end of the eye and bringing it towards here, the temples of the face, so right here. See, so it should be angled like this, yeah. All right, so for the eyeshadow palette today, I'm going to be using the Juvias Place Coffee Shop palette. Really love it. If you're a woman of color and you're looking for a nice neutral palette, this is gonna be nice for you, okay? All right, so the same exact brush that I use, the same eyeshadow blending brush that I use to apply the concealer, I'm just gonna get a clean napkin and wipe it out, because I'm not gonna be trying to use unnecessary brushes today. So I'm just gonna go into this color here. Let me see what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but this brown color here. Swirl a lot. The more you swirl, the more pigmented and pretty your eyeshadow is gonna be. But make sure to just tap off the excess off. And then I'm gonna start by blending in the crease region here. But I like to start to blend on the actual tape. Turn it to the side slightly for me. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna start blending on the tape. Then I'm gonna, from the tape, I'm doing tiny circles, working it into the crease region, okay? Gonna get more eyeshadow. And honestly, it's better if you just use an eyeshadow blending brush that's already clean and don't have concealer in it. It's gonna make the blending process easier for you. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do, because this is like not making the eyeshadow move as much. So never mind that, guys. Just use a clean brush instead, okay? All right, so start in the crease and do tiny circular motions. So here's the thing, when you blend in, you want to be very gentle with your hand, because the more gentle you are, the prettier your blend is gonna come out. If you're pressing real hard, you're gonna end up with a lot of harsh lines. So let me show you how gentle I want it to be when blending. Look at this. Barely. It should be barely sweeping the brush. Like, your brush should not be moving too much around like this. It should be more of like a gentle sweep, okay? Turn your head straight again. Thanks. And you see, for this brown, I don't want it to be too dark, okay? Don't want it to be too dark. No, so you see what we're doing next now? We're just going to go right back into the brown, but this time we're just going to be swiveling it all over the eyelid. This is what you call a monochromatic eyeshadow look. Monochromatic means one color. Mono means one. Chrome has to do with like color. So monochromatic, one color eyeshadow look. Open your eyes for me now. So that's what it's giving right now. And yeah. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is go into this lighter color here. And now we're gonna be blending right at the edge of the eyeshadow. Because what we're doing now is just softening out that edge. This is just in case if the edge of your eyeshadow is looking harsh. Open your eyes for me. But you see, when you're blending your eyeshadow, I don't want it to go too much above the crease. You see, she has a lot of eye space, so I can blend a bit more widely if I want to. But if you have a smaller eye or a hooded eye, make sure that you're blending lower in the crease. And don't make your blend go too high up, because if it starts to go too high up, it's gonna get too close to the eyebrow and it's not gonna look as flattering, okay? So if your eyeshadow needs more blending, just go back into a lighter brown and just get it on the edge of your eyeshadow that you already blended. And take your time and just blend. You can go back and forth like this or in small circular motions, okay? That's just if you need help to blend it out. Another thing that you can do if you're having issues with blending is wipe all the eyeshadow out your brush, or grab a clean eyeshadow blending brush, and then you just blend on the edge too. You just keep blending on the edge. Like literally, it's gonna fix itself. Just keep blending, trust the process, and then eventually you're gonna be like, huh. And also, so when you're doing makeup, always step back and look at it, because sometimes if you're close and you're not too confident in your work, or you're new to doing makeup, you can kind of like, I don't know, your man will play tricks on you and make you believe that it's not looking good. Like, your man will make you feel like it looks really bad. That used to happen to me all the time. When I first started, like, I would doubt myself so much, and like, I'd be blending eyeshadow for like an hour and a half. Like, just blending eyeshadow. And I'm like, what? It looked good, but I keep blending, you know what I mean? Yeah, so you see how this is just a nice simple brown, it's gorgeous. So now we have the eyeshadow, we're gonna move on to the eyeliner. All right, so now I'm just going in with this black eyeliner here. Any pen black eyeliner, basically. Close your eyes for me. And how I like to do this is I like to pull the skin up, and I like to angle my brush to the side like this, because I'm going to be pulling the brush against the skin like this. So you want to like press the brush on the skin to kind of help to balance your hand. But if you try to do it like this, pressing directly in, you're going to get a very uneven line. You see? So you want to make sure to press on the side of the brush and gently glide instead of pressing directly onto the brush when drawing your eyeliner, okay? So watch me now. So kind of pull the skin up so you kind of see what you're doing. Rest the hand on the face, that's gonna help you. And when you're drawing your line, you want to use the lash line as a ruler, okay? Yeah, so look. And you don't have to do one straight line, you can do tiny strokes. So like you can do a stroke, and then when you feel like you can't go any further, stop. And then re-angle your brush again. Turn your head this way for me. You see? And you just go right to the end. So here's the thing, this is not hard per se, but it takes practice. The more you practice, the better you get. Somebody's calling you. Do you want to answer, babes?
What does it say?
Callie, you can open your eyes. Getting you in trouble. Getting you in trouble. Right, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now is just creating a little wing. And the best way to do wing is have the client open their eyes, right? And then this is a very easy way to do it. At the end of the eye, you want to draw a line downwards, right? And then you want to flick your eyeline out, and then make it stop on the tape. So just flick an eyeline like this out. Now, what we're gonna do now is connect the dots. So we're gonna connect from here to here. And then you just angle the brush on the side slightly and drag it out. Then you just want to fill in the center region. So if you guys want a more in-depth video on like eyeliner, because there's 100 different ways to draw a wing. There's many different techniques, okay? Close it, and then close the eyes for me. Turn it to the side slightly. Yeah, and I'm just gonna draw a line downwards towards the end of the eye. Like this. And then just fill in the dots. So open your eyes for me. So now when you open your eyes, you're gonna really be able to see the wing. Close your eyes for me. Open. Yeah. So the major key here is that when you're doing the wing, you kind of want to have the eyes open in the beginning to kind of see how your wing is going to be drawn. Because a lot of the times you just have the person close the eyes and they open the eye, the wing is gonna look a bit strange. You kind of want to draw the wing to match the shape of the eye. So that is why I had put the line at the end of the eye like this, and then draw it outwards, and then connect the dots here, and then draw a line onto the eyelid from here to meet with the wing. So if you guys want a more in-depth tutorial, we can do that, but this is a little overview. Also, if you guys are interested in really improving your makeup work, whether you be an aspiring makeup artist, or if you're already a makeup artist, or if you're just someone at home that just really want to get into makeup more for content reasons or just for yourself, I literally have a library of over 20 professional classes and a content creation class. Close your eyes for me. So basically the link is down below in the bio if you're interested. And you can sign up for the whole year, get access to the classes for the whole year, 20 plus classes for the whole year for, I think it's what, $199 right now, so you don't want to miss out on that. So go ahead and grab that if you're interested in more in-depth tutorials, and if you want to be able to have a library so you can just keep practicing and learning more and more. All right, so now we're just gonna remove the tape. I'm gonna do it gently because I don't want to hurt my beautiful model. And look at the wing on this side. So this is a very nice modern wing. All right, so I'm back. We put on the lashes, and as you can see, they're giving what they're supposed to give. And now she already has naturally gorgeous brows, but I'm just gonna fill them in a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and fill in the brows. And to fill in the brows, I'm just gonna be using the KKAÖ Beauty Brow Perfector pencil. This is in the shade dark brown, but we have deep brown on the site. Oh, by the way, KKAÖ Beauty will not be restocking for now. We will not be restocking because we're doing a brand refresh. So you want to get what you can get, because once it's sold out, it's going to be a long time, and some of the products might not even come back too. So you definitely want to get what you need. So what I'm doing is I'm just filling in the brows where she needs it, starting at the arch of the brow. The arch is the highest point of the brow, and the reason why is because this is the part that you want. This is the part that's going to lift the face. The arch is the region that gives the face that lifted look. So I kind of wanted to fill in that region a bit to give her face more of that lifted look. Now, we don't want to do too much at the front because we want to keep the brows looking somewhat natural, okay? But I am going to be filling them in a bit. Right? Then you leave the front of the brow last. So when you're doing this, you kind of want to brush through the brows while you're doing it as well. And for the front of the brow, you don't really need to do too much. You just flick up a few very lightly. Very, very lightly. And that's it. I need to buy a new eyebrow gel. My eyebrow gel finished, and I'm very picky about eyebrow gels, so that's what the brows are giving right now. So before and after. All right, so we're back, and now we're gonna clean up above the brow. Do I want to clean up above the brow? Let me think about this. Yeah. So basically, I'm using the KKAÖ Beauty Skin Essential Concealer in shade 10. And I'm just going to use it to just put foundation above her brow. So here's the thing. You see the way I'm applying it? I'm going to be applying the brush like this to the side, like dragging it like this on the side, because I want it to make the concealer leave a wide mark. I don't want it to be like this. If I do this, it's just gonna give me a thin little line, and it's gonna be too obvious to outline the top of the brow. So, but the reason I'm doing this is because she has on a frontal, and it's just gonna be easier for me to clean up above the brows with the concealer. I'll get more precision with this brush. Yeah, so this step is actually not, this step is like, you don't really need to do this step. I just kind of want to do it because it's going to make me get close to the baby hairs without messing up the face. And it's going to give me a more flawless look in the end as well. Okay? This when I do this now, I don't need to be worried about putting foundation in these tiny regions. Okay? All right, so now I'm just gonna get some serum on her face. Not on her forehead, because I put the concealer all over her forehead a while ago. I was having fun, it kind of went overboard, but that's okay. So I'm just getting this serum all over. And then after I get it all over, then I can press it in like this. Oh, your face is so tiny. Wow. Like my hands, like look at that. Like just like half my hand like covers her face. All right, so you really want to make sure that your serum is worked into the face really well. Doesn't matter if the person have oily skin, you definitely want to get some type of hydration in. If somebody's really oily, you can use an oil-free moisturizer instead of like a regular moisturizer. And if the person is dry skin, you can use like a cream, something heavier. All right, so now I'm going in with some primer. This is the NYX Face Glue Gripping Primer. I really like it. Really, really like it. Oh, I forget that she already has makeup on her forehead, so I can't put it there. Yeah. All right, so now I'm just going to get this everywhere, especially the under eye region. Over the nose, because some of you guys, when you do your makeup, the nose be separating. So what I tell you, see, if you do your makeup and your nose makeup keeps separating, that's telling me that you probably need to exfoliate your face, right? You need to exfoliate your face properly, get facials, because you probably have like a lot of those little tiny bumps on the nose, or a lot of, what is it called, like dead skin cells. And then after that, you want to make sure to moisturize your face properly, the whole face, or like use a primer and put it everywhere. Get it also on the nose. Make sure that it's dried down properly before you move on. Okay? Yeah, so you see, I'm just making sure that it's really like tacky. Like how you'll know when the primer is ready, it will feel tacky, like a little sticky, but kind of like dry at the same time. Yeah, that feels good. Yep. All right, so this is the foundation I'm using. This is the NARS Soft Matte in the shade Marquises. Oh, sorry guys, I wasn't really focusing. Is that better? Can you see? Marquises, because you guys told me the last time that I wasn't focusing on the product. Right, so now we're just gonna get some of that foundation on her face. I'm just gonna do this. Just brush it on. Well, that song go, bring it on. Like what's going on? What did she say in that song?
She said,
bring it on. Huh?
Putting you down.
Oh, that's what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. It's big on TikTok. I heard it's on TikTok. Damn, look at me messing up his shirt. Okay, so don't touch it because it might mess up. Oh, you did good. Give me a finger. All right, cool. So now that we have the foundation on the face, we can go ahead and blend it. So to blend, I like to start by the neck region, down here, right? And take my time and work my way up on the face. But as you can see, I do tiny regions and I do circles. And I just take my time and pat because we're going for like a full coverage but still natural looking foundation, you know? And this one is like soft matte, which is good for her because I understand that she has combination skin. This is my sister's favorite foundation, soft matte. I think my favorite foundation right now is House Labs. Really love it. I need to go back to Sephora and figure out my shade now because as I keep telling you guys, I got darker because I walk in the sun a lot these days. So this is what it's looking like so far. What do we think? Just kind of blending whatever is left, just like under here, underneath her face. We call it the chin, underneath the chin. Do the next side. So, you know, you see the way how I make sure to get the foundation on the nose? Yeah. You have to kind of continue the foundation from the face onto the nose, from the cheeks onto the nose, so that you don't get that weird separating thing that be happening. And you want to really make sure you pat it in well, as well. But anytime you see your makeup separating, that's telling you that either your foundation and your moisturizer, they're not working well together, or yeah, the formulations are just not working well together. So you probably want to use a different moisturizer before makeup, or like a different foundation. But more than likely, I would tell you to switch out your moisturizer if your makeup keep on doing this weird thing where it's like balling up. Like if you do like this, it's creating like these tiny balls. Yeah, change your moisturizer and try again. See how you like it. Right. All right, guys. So now we're gonna do some concealer. This is shade number 7 in KKAÖ Beauty Skin Essential Concealer. And yeah, like these concealers are so good. Like, understand that some of the colors you won't be able to get because they're sold out. But when I tell you, maybe you should join the waiting list. And also, maybe if you want, I don't know if they'll come back, but maybe you should. But let me tell you, like, I don't want to use any other concealers because that's how much I love these. So shade 7. So I'm just going to get some on the back of my hand. Oh, it's finished, man. I can't get enough out. Okay, so I'm just going to have to throw this out after this because that's it. There's no more in the thingy. Let's see if I have any more. No, that's it. I don't have any more. Damn. So I'm just going to apply it directly onto her face because, as I said, I'm going to throw it out after this. That's a really good shade already. Let me see if I can stick something in there to try and get it put up. Oh, goodbye, concealer. You did such good work. I miss you. And for anyone who has the concealers at home, the KKAÖ Beauty concealers, let me know in the comments like what y'all think for real. Like, aren't they so good? And let me know what shade you have as well. See, there we go. That's it. Like I'm struggling here to get something out of this. Wow, look how close her lips are to her nose. Beautiful. Love that. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out the concealer because it dried really quickly because it wasn't that much to begin with. So I like to go by the edge of the concealer and blend. And this brush that I'm using here is a really good brush. This one is from BK Beauty, the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy brush. Can y'all see that? Angie Hot and Flashy brush, okay? And I'm just blending out the edge and the edge by the nose as well. And here's the thing, so when you're blending with brushes, the key is to not use too much product. Or if you're gonna be a little heavy-handed, you want to make it dry down, because if you try to blend a whole bunch of concealer that's really liquid, it's just gonna slide all around. Your brush is gonna get really saturated, and it's just you're just gonna be like, this is a nightmare, and then you're gonna just kind of say that you don't know how to do makeup. So don't do too much concealer. How it works with brushes is you wanna like do add a little bit of concealer, blend it, then add a bit more and blend it if you want to like build up your coverage. But don't be putting too much all at once, because it's gonna be coming out like a muddy mess. Hard to blend, you know? Hard to control. But if that happens to you at home, also what you can do is just grab a piece of napkin and wipe out the product out of your brush. Look, there's barely anything coming out because the concealer was not that much. Yeah, so you just brush off the excess and then you go back and blend. Or just use a sponge. Your sponge will help you to soak up the product. Yeah. Like a damp beauty blender sponge. So that's what that looks like. Now let's blend under here by the chin. Blend out the edges first. This way. Right. Blend above the lip. All right. You can relax your lip now. Yeah, it dried down so quick, guys. So I was really struggling to get some product out of the container a while ago. As you can see, when it dries down, you get more control over the concealer and you get more coverage too. Look up for me. But when we say dry down, we just mean you just wanted to make it dry down enough where it just kind of thickens, not completely dried up, because if it's too dried up, it's gonna be hard for you to blend it, okay? So to blend out the nose, actually use a thinner brush. You see how this brush is like, hold on guys, I have to focus. This brush is like thinner, guys, I'm sorry, the focusing is not really working out so good, hold on. You see that now? Yeah. You see, I like to use a thinner blending brush. This one is from Fatima Beauty. And then I just kind of like pat the nose like this and pat the sides until I get to a nice blend of the concealer on the nose. All right, so for bronzer, we're gonna use the KKAÖ Beauty Sun Sculpt Bronzing Stick. This is in shade Chocolate Drop. See if you can focus, Chocolate Drop. I love my bronzing sticks, they're so good. Actually, one color is sold out right now, so you wanna grab what you can get, okay? So we're just gonna get some right here, just a little bit. Then, the way how I like to contour the cheeks, we're going for more of a contour shade rather than a bronzer today. So what I like to do to get the placement of the cheek contour is I like to go by the ear, where the ear is connecting to the face, so like this region here of the ear, and then follow it down to the face and you feel for the cheekbone. So you see where the bone is? Perfect, that's where I want you to apply it. Not below the bone, on the actual bone, and not too high up on the bone either, just in line with the ear. And then you want to stop it at the end of the eye, okay? So basically that's just this. That's it. You don't do no more, okay? And actually for her as well, you can put some like this, right underneath the chin, because I'm gonna blend it down. I'm gonna blend it this way. Again, on the cheekbone, turn it to the side. I'm gonna get it here, and I'm gonna blend it like this to come down like that. Her nose is pretty straight. I don't use this dark color on her nose. We don't need that. For her nose, I'm just going to do some powder. We're not gonna contour her nose with any cream, okay? I know it's time to blend, so we're just gonna use the same brush that we used to blend out the foundation. And now we just pat, okay? Look straight ahead for me. We're just gonna pat. Because what I want is, I want to create like a nice, like warm, like really like sculpted type of vibe. And for the cheek, I just pat. Her face is really tiny, so I can't really like be doing too much back and forth. because we don't want to make the face look sunken in. We don't want it to look too like this. Is this? Yeah, we don't want that look. We want to keep it. Yeah, you can stop now. We want to keep it relaxed, so we just want to stop at the end of the eye. You see? So don't bring it all the way down. And you just pat to blend. And then if your edge is looking like it needs blending, just clean out your brush and then just pat on the edge. That's how you blend out the edge. It's up there. Turn it this way for me. Somebody outside having road rage. Now to blend out underneath the chin here, we just blend it under. See? You're bringing it underneath the chin. Some serious road rage on a Saturday night. Seriously? Turn it back to the front for me. Yeah. Turn it to the side slightly. Slightly. Yeah. So you blend like this. Turn your head back to the front now. So you see, I always tell you guys to like bronze the face. But today, you see based on the shade that we're using, we're doing more of like a sculpted vibe. Because you see her features, she has like very like, I don't know, I don't want any of the Ethiopians to come for me, but she kind of has, she's giving me like an Ethiopian, Eritrean type of, Arabian type of vibe. Like a black Arabic? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a black Arabic beauty. That's the vibe she's giving me, and they love a contour. So that's like the inspiration behind like how I'm sculpting her face today. So I'm just gonna finish up on the other side. Just pat, turn it this way for me. Yes. Just really, and you see the way how I'm patting, but I'm patting upwards because I don't want to drag the contour down. So I'm kind of like patting, but upwards. Okay? And the more you get used to it, the faster you can like do it. Okay? Make sure to blend out the edge. I just kind of flip the brush to the clean side to like pat out the edge, or you can just wipe out the brush, wipe it out clean, and then blend out the edge like this. So here's the thing. So this color I would say is like 3 to 4 shades darker than her skin tone. Now we get the chin, give her the sculpted jawline. Yeah. Underneath the jaw, I keep saying chin, underneath the jawline. So we're just blending it back, like nothing crazy here. You don't want this line to show, so you definitely want to blend it out entirely, pushing it underneath the jawline, okay? Get back to the front now. All right, so that's what we have now. All right, so now, if you really want to clean up underneath your contour, to make your contour look even sharper, you can just go back in with some foundation, but this time on a flat foundation brush. So I'm going to show you what that brush looks like. Something like this. See? Turn it to the side slightly. Yeah, that's good. Then you just do like this, create a line. See that? That's going to ensure that her jaw is that her cheekbone is lifted. And bring it like this up towards the air, okay? Now I'm just going to use my brush, the clean sided brush, and just pat it out. And then this bronzer region here, because I don't want that line to be so obvious, I'm just going back in and just patting by the edge of the bronzer line, like this. So you're gonna be seeing me using the word bronzer and contour interchangeably, because basically the product that I use, the cream product I use for hair, it's basically a bronzer, but you can use it to sculpt the face at the same time. So in this case, you can call it a contour as well as a bronzer, okay? All right, so now I'm going to be going in with the KKAÖ Beauty Skin Essential Concealer in shade 5 to brighten her under eye region. Can y'all see? Shade number 5, Skin Essential Concealer. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna get this on the back of my hand because this one is not finishing like the other one. And we don't need too much, okay? So now I'm just gonna get some on my brush and apply some right like this, just under the eye like this. That's it really. And pat out the edge. Look up for me, please, darling. Thank you. So guys, so my comfort zone is blending with sponges. Blending the under eye with a brush is not really my comfort zone. I mean, I can do it, but it's not really, you know what I mean? I prefer to blend with a sponge, but I know that a lot of you guys prefer brush blending. So I do it this way so that I can be more relatable to a lot of people that love to use brush. Cool, so make sure to blend out the side of the nose when you do this. Like you have to always make sure, because this is a region, these are the things that people don't do that make the makeup don't come out as flawless. Like sometimes you have to grab a smaller brush, you know what I mean? Grab a smaller brush and blend that smaller region. All right, so this is a point where you can just use whatever is on the brush and kind of bring it around the nose. Bring it in the center of the chin. Okay? Cool. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is grabbing for the liquid blush. This is the KKAÖ Beauty liquid blush. I'm obsessed. Okay guys, KKAÖ Beauty products is really good. This is berry passion fruit. I'm just going to get this right here on the highest point of the cheekbone. The good thing about this blush is that it's not too pigmented. It won't have you looking clownish. So nothing bad is going to happen if you use too much. You know what I mean? It's like impossible to use too much of this product. So now we have that, we can just go ahead and blend it out like this. Yeah. Oops, I'm like banging up myself. You see the way it just gives you like a wash of color? Yeah. And her face is so tiny, so when you have clients that have super cute tiny faces, you can just use smaller brushes. See? Like this. And the reason why we use liquid blush is because it helps the blush to be more long wearing, because blush is the first thing that usually like gets faded off the makeup. So even to have just a little bit there, it's going to help you to make your brush stay more pigmented throughout the night or throughout the day or whatever. All right, so now I'm just going to go back in with the same brush that I used to blend out the concealer and just blend it one more time, because now we're going to go in with powder. Keep looking up for me, darling. So this is the point here where you have to make sure that your client keeps looking up. And if your client has dry skin, the makeup is looking really dry at this point for some strange reason for you, you can go in with some hydrating setting spray. Keep looking up, okay? You can just go in, have them close their eyes, obviously, if you're gonna spray them everywhere. And then spray them. And then, what was I gonna say? Actually, let me just show you. Let me show you. Her face looks fine though. I'm just doing this to show you guys. Close your eyes for me. Yes, have them close their eyes. Get the hydrating spray on. This is actually going to help the makeup to be even more long wearing as well. Close your eyes for me. But here's the thing, you have to dry it down first before you can move on. This is just going to add some hydration to the face and make the makeup more long lasting. All right, so now that we're back, the face is dried properly. Just look up for me. Just gonna go under the eyes and just make sure that there's no fine lines. Just blending that. Keep looking for me, okay, darling? Okay. So you see the way I'm blending it? I'm like swiveling it all around to make sure it's getting into the crease areas. All right, cool. Keep looking up. I have to keep reminding the client because sometimes they just like forget and they look wherever they want to look. Right, so to set her makeup, I'm going in with the Mercier Translucent Honey. Y'all love some products, so let me show you. Don't know why it's not focusing. Can you see now? Mercier Translucent Honey. Yeah. And to set, I'm going to be using a brush today. So just get a bit of powder on the brush like this. Pat off that excess and just kind of like gently like tap it in the under eye region. So this part now you want to do it section by section, taking your time so that the area doesn't cake up on you. And the reason I'm showing you with a brush today is because there are some people, right, who have drier skin. And when you have dry skin, you can't just be going ham, you know what I mean, with powders. So this is how you do it. If the person has dry skin, you want to take your time and just like build up the powder just enough so that the area is set without it looking dry. All right, let me do the next eye now. All right, so now that we have that, we can go in with powder. So I'm going in with the KKAÖ Beauty Artist Essential Powder Palette. Okay, we're just going to be using these two. Yeah, these two here. I'm just going to be getting it on the cheekbone to start. Head down more, straighten up your back. Yes, thank you. Get some here in the temple regions of the face. Then I can get some right up here. So what I like about this palette is that the product doesn't come out looking too heavy. You know what I mean? You build up the product, you build up the powder little by little. Because sometimes when I look at your bronzer, it just be a big blotch of color. It's too much. Because remember that we already used the cream bronzer to kind of give us the color that we need. So for the powder to set it, you don't really need to do too much. And then this is also good too, because you actually don't even need to use this with creams. You can use these powders by itself, but you have to build up the product little by little to get to the pigmentation that you want. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab another brush like that. And then I'm just gonna grab this color here and blend here. Watch this. Transform the under eye, because under eye was looking a bit pale. Maybe I should not have used the Mercier, but it's okay, because that's what I love about makeup. You can just always fix something that you don't like. Going back in this color again. I'm just going under the eyes, because the Mercier did make it look a bit pale. Don't know why it came out looking so pale. Okay. Y'all see how we're looking? How we're looking right now? All right, so I'm going to bake her now, and to bake her, I'm going to use peach pie. So this is Huda Beauty Peach Pie. Let me show you. And if you can see, peach pie, yeah? Yeah. And for this, I'm going to grab my sponge. Look up for me. And I'm just going to gently place the powder. I'm not pressing it in, I'm just gently placing it. Because if you press this powder in, after already pressing in the powder to set, because remember we just already put powder, right? So if you press in too much, it's going to make the area look dry. We don't want that. And what the baking does, it's going to make the area look more flawless, make it more long lasting, make it look more airbrushed. Like it's actually magic. Because when the skin heats up and interacts with the powder, it just does something entirely magical. I don't know whoever decided to try this and figured out that this works, but this is actually genius. I think I want to bake underneath her cheekbones, but before I can bake underneath her cheekbones, I'm just gonna get the KKAÖ Beauty Artist Essential Powder Palette and get some powder underneath her cheekbones. I'm gonna grab a bigger brush because that's a bigger area. Turn it to the side slightly. Yeah. And the reason I'm getting some powder here is because if you want to bake underneath the cheekbones, you have to always set it first. Because if you don't set it, it will come out looking blotchy. We don't want no blotchiness, okay? So now we can go ahead and bake under there. But to bake underneath her cheekbone, I'm going to be using cinnamon bun from Huda Beauty. Like this. Just draw a line underneath the cheekbone. Yes. Alright, so for under the eyes, I'm just going to be grabbing a black eyeliner and getting it in her waterline. Look up for me. Right, so now that we have that, we're just going to smudge it out. So I'm just grabbing a tiny little brush. And you just blend out the line. That's gonna give a nice sultry look. It's gonna be so pretty. All right, so now I'm gonna be using the same brown eyeshadow that we used for the top part of our eyeshadow. Look up for me. And we're just blending it underneath that black that we just smoked out. It's something about it. When you smoke out your eye makeup, it just looks 100 times better. Like, I don't know. For most people, smoking out under the eyes is looking really good. I find that there's only a few people that I prefer it, not blended out, not smoked out. But for most people, the blend is gorgeous. I'm just gonna be going in for a darker brown. You see, like something like this. You see, like a darker brown. Because I want a better transition from that black into that brown. So I'm just gonna put this right underneath the black. Because I want a smoother transition. See, makeup is art, so sometimes you have to create gradients, you know what I mean? All right, so now that we have that, I'm gonna intensify her bronzer a bit more. So I'm gonna be going into this color more. That's why I tell you I love this palette, because I can just always go back and intensify whatever I want to. And it's like you're adding more and more without it coming out looking like harsh. Okay, now let's contour her nose. So I'm just gonna grab like a more narrow brush. Grab this color here, mix in like 3 together. Actually, I'm gonna use the same color. I'm gonna use this color. Now, so you see when I contour the nose, now I'm going to be bringing it up into the front of the brow. Connecting it together like that. It's gonna give us a nice look. It's like we're making our makeup more cohesive, like. See that? I'm just gonna draw a little line it right here by the tip, just to break up the line so it don't look so fake. Don't look as fake, yeah. I'm also going to blend that brown into her eyeshadow a bit like this too. At the front of her eyeshadow. Head down more a bit. You see, these are the things that make the difference. Little finishing touches, you know? Ooh, this is too creamy. So I'm doing like a really dramatic overline. I really like that look. Like if your lip if your lip product is not touching your nose by accident, then you haven't overlined enough for me. That's how big I like my lips to look. Open, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that you should do that though. I'm just, because you might do that at home and it look crazy. But I'm just saying for me, I know how to finesse it so it look good. So I can't really see what I'm doing because I'm doing it from the side. So hopefully that looks okay. Now we're gonna blend out the lip line. All right, so now this lip liner is so good. Oh my God, guys. Remind me to let you know where this one is from. Found it on Amazon one random day. It's like a drugstore one, but it does not move. Look at that. You see, once it dry, that's it. It's staying with you for the entire day. Love it. Like you wanna blend out the line as much as you can, the edge of the line, so that it doesn't look like just one, you know, like a very dramatic lip line, like, you know what I mean? I kind of like my lip liner to look like that though, if I'm being honest. This is called Kissing in the Bank. Pretty, super pretty. I'll give you a close up. Here's the thing, it's a set of 3 lip products. It comes with a set of 3 nudie, pinky type of lip glosses, but they're like very thick. So I call them melted lipsticks. So they're more like melted lipstick rather than like lip gloss. So out of the set of 3, this one is called Kissing in the Bank. Look at that. Look how thick and gorgeous it is. This for me, one more time, yeah. I'm gonna do the top lip now. See? the Bar Blush Palette. This is volume 1. Sold out, but you know, I'm gonna be using it anyways because I love it. But before I go in with the pinky blush, I'm gonna be using Snatch Tonic, which is like a bronzy color. And I'm gonna use this to kind of bronze up the face just a tad bit because I really love that warm look. Just a bit, not too much. Yeah, I think that's enough. Now we can go in with the blush now. Now for her blush, I feel like I'm kind of over, can I be honest? I'm kind of over the whole pink blush thing. I've been doing pink blush for years, I'm kind of over it. So I'm gonna be doing the peach blush instead. This one is called Pretty Dolly. I'm not gonna lie, I might bring out the volume 2 palette to help me blend this color. Yeah. So let me show you something. So this is volume 1 of the Bar Blush palette. And this is volume 2. So I made volume 2, as you can see, it has like lighter, softer colors. Made this for more lighter skin people because my little sister is way lighter than me and she couldn't really use this palette. So I made this to be more versatile, but for women of color, but more lighter skin. Because as you can see, volume 1 has colors in there that was great for like darker skin tones. So, you know, we have to make everybody feel included. Right, so let's use volume 2 now. So I'm gonna be using the peachy color on here. This one is called So Stunning, this color. And you notice that I apply the blush while I'm still baking. That's gonna really give a very soft, beautiful look when applying. Oops. All right, so now I'm going to be removing the bake under here. And if you ever have issues removing the under cheekbone bake, you can just get a powder from the Artist Essential Powder Palette and help you to blend it out. Ooh, and now I feel like just doing a bit something extra and just really defining the cheekbone some more. So what I'm gonna do is, hold up. I'm gonna go into this darker color here. Turn it to the side slightly, yeah. And I'm just gonna go right at the edge of the cheekbone and just apply this at the highest point of the cheekbone. This is gonna give a more sunken in look, you know, a more contoured effect. Gorgina! I'm gonna unbake, so just gonna brush off the powder from underneath the eyes. You can look straight in the camera, I want you to. Look at that, guys, look at that bake. Look how flawless was that. Come on now, look up for me. Job. Look straight ahead. Let me see what it looked like. All right, so I decided to put a little lighter pink in the center of her lip to make it pop even more. Right, so that's what that looks like now. So now we're gonna do highlighter. And we're gonna be using the KKAÖ Beauty highlighter palette. Y'all need to buy the highlighter palette. Love it. I haven't used another highlighter palette since I've gotten this one. I'm gonna be using, ooh, I think I wanna use like gold today, like gold. This one here, let's see. Ooh, that's pretty, let's go lighter. Let's do Sunshine Glory. Wow, y'all see that glow? No, like, this highlighter look too good though. For spray, we're keeping it simple today. We're just using the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. All right, so now is the last step. I'm going to my favorite mascara. This one is from Smashbox. It's called Super Fan Mascara, okay? Okay, my loves, and this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. If you really enjoyed the video, all I ask you to do is just leave a comment, leave a like, share it with your friends, and thank you. See you in the next tutorial. Love you. Mwah, bye.